MTC Studio presents another explosive episode of Tales of the Extraordinary. Prepare your oral cavities for invasion as we return to Paris, where Officer Mike Sullivan, Little Dickie Broughton, and Randolph Moon have recently survived a high-profile attack by the French Mafia. No, really, that's what they call themselves. We take you now to the not-quite-finished League of Nations Police Force headquarters downtown.
Gentlemen, I thank you for coming on such short notice.
Short notice? You asked us last night to come to your fancy little office.
Yes, well, we don't like to rush things. Nor did we wish to interfere with Mr. Moon's schedule.
Thank you for that. I do so dread the morning hours.
It is the pleasure of the League of Nations Police Force.
Did I ever tell you about the time I propped up a falling tree with my bicycle?
No.
I was gardening at my home. I just added a lovely row of foxgloves. Anyway, a storm came up suddenly, as happens in those parts, especially around the summer months. When lightning struck a large pine near me, I had only seconds to react before it crushed my beautiful home.
Monsieur von Kliegel.
It was a Spanish colonial that I had been remodeling for the past few years, so you could imagine how I might feel if it were crushed. Luckily, before it could fall, I managed to wedge my trusted bicycle, a 1902 Wright Brothers original, wedged it into just the right spot, I suppose, to keep the mammoth tree from continuing on its destructive path.
That doesn't seem physically possible.
No? Well, let me assure you it worked, if placed at just the right angle.
Monsieur von Kliegel, please, if I could begin.
I'm not stopping you, young man.
Now I feel it is necessary to explain the excruciatingly embarrassing incident of last evening.
If you're referring to the repeated insults I was subjected to...
I think he means the other incident, Moon. Or did you forget the French madmen with the guns?
Mafia.
What?
What?
They call themselves the French Mafia.
Mafia, isn't that Italian?
Actually, I think it's Sicilian.
I did not say they were very intelligent.
As was evidenced last night.
The French Mafia have been surprisingly elusive these past few weeks. They have made small attacks on various government institutions, but never anything as brazen as what they attempted last evening.
What's wrong with them? Are they Mongoloids or something?
No, they are French. And that is a problem, you see. They believe that the revolution should never have ended. They want to see the common people rise up against the government. Foucault and his cronies would like nothing more than to see another Bastille Day. Guillotines lining the streets, beheading politicians left and right. This is their dream.
So, what were they hoping to accomplish last night?
We do not know. Perhaps they just wanted hostages to use as leverages for their demands.
Actually, that is exactly what they said.
Oh?
You were right there.
Yes, but I was face down on the ground praying to the Lord.
Is that why we had to be saved by Dickie and a bunch of farm animals?
You really should give Mr. Sullivan some credit. He was the one who outwitted your Monsieur...
Foucault.
Excuse me?
Foucault. That is the leader's name.
Right.
Speaking of Officer Sullivan, where is he?
Are you perchance referring to that dashing young man from the party? He and Andrea are having some afternoon coffee about the town, I believe. Ah, l'amour. I remember when I, too, was that age. Did I ever tell you about the time that I myself was an indeterminate age in the early 20s?
Sorry I'm late, Mike. I must admit I didn't think you'd find it.
I'm a detective, ma'am. It's what I do.
I'm impressed.
Granted, the front desk clerk helped me by fetching me a taxi and telling him where to go. Let me get your seat for you.
Thank you, Mike. Where's your friend?
Oh, Gatsby? He was disappointed in the booze selection and went off in search of a decent bar.
I assume he's as excited to be in a country free of prohibition as I am.
You and I both, ma'am.
Andrea, please. I get enough of that man business from Daddy's handlers. I was a debutante, you know. A load of archaic nonsense.
Really? I thought you might be a fan of that high society rigmarole.
Just goes to show you how little we know each other, Mike. Something we'll have to correct.
May I get your drink, monsieur?
Sure. Liquor. Hardest thing you got.
Oui, monsieur. Petit?
Latte, please.
I can never tell if people here are rude or if that's just how they talk.
Quiet, princess.
That's quite a rock around your pup's neck. Must have been a fortune.
I wouldn't know. It's been in the family for years and Daddy's never bothered to have it appraised. I had it made into a collar here for Princess. It matches her eyes.
I'm surprised she can lift her little neck.
And what of your pet? Gatsby, you said? Like the book?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a long story.
Your latte, mademoiselle. Your sauce, monsieur.
Thanks. Hey, don't I know you?
But of course, imperialist pig.
What did you... Ugh.
Mike!
There is no ape to help you now. Do not make a sound, dear. Ow! Little mongrel, let go! Monsieur Foucault, I need help!
Oh, merde. That really hurts.
Monsieur Foucault, you should not use your cast like that. It will never heal.
Are you a doctor? No, I think not. I will do as I please. Now quickly, take them to the car. She will be the key to our greatest plan. Viva la Bastille!
And that, you see, was how I came up with the jetpack.
I don't understand. How do you keep your pants from catching on fire?
Through a special blend of fabrics, of course. What a silly question.
I'm sorry, but I refuse to listen to any more of your fairy tales. I find it hard to believe such nonsense.
Really? Why don't you tell everyone how you survived falling from that blimp?
That was different.
Gatsby? Sully, what happened?
They took her! Those yellow finks!
Andrea?
Those mafia guys! They knocked me out and took off with Andrea and her dog!
Oh my!
I came to covered in whiskey and staring at Gatsby's fuzzy mug. I don't know where they took her, but I knew you fellas would be here.
You did right to come here, Monsieur Sullivan. We will find Dr. von Kliegel's daughter. You have my word.
We don't even know where they've taken her.
Fear not, Doctor. It just so happens that we have discovered the base of operations.
Hold on. You knew where they've been this whole time.
Not quite. Our top spy only just found them last night.
And when were you planning to share this rather integral piece of information?
I tried many times, but kept getting sidetracked by the doctor here.
Now that's just silly. I didn't sidetrack anything. Although, that does remind me of a story. Did I ever tell
Shut your
you...
clam hole, old man.
Well, I say...
Excuse me! Can we get back to how we're going to rescue Andrea?
Where is this base of theirs?
It is best that I let our agent tell you that himself. He should be here any moment.
Well, I hope he's more competent than the rest of this organization.
Ah, oui. I believe you have already met him.
What?
Monsieur Moon?
Oh, no.
Monsieur Henri is France's master of espionage, in addition to being a greatest movie star. His services have been lent to the League of Nations police force for the duration of this investigation.
If he's so great, then why'd he disappear last night once the bad guys showed up?
If you and your friend had been able to take your eyes off of Miss von Kliegel's ample bosom for 1 second...
Hey! That's my daughter, I will have you
You'll have
know.
noticed that I subdued one of their soldiers and slipped away during the fight. When Monsieur Foucault escaped, I followed him back to his lair and reported back here.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take him on!
Slow down, petulant Yankee cowboy. They have quite ingeniously headquartered themselves within the grounds of the Moulin Rouge herself.
So?
Ah, the Moulin Rouge! I remember a time in my youth when I was attracted to the bohemian lifestyle.
How old are you anyway?
That is none of your business, young man.
The great Henri is correct. The Moulin Rouge is one of the premier nightclubs in Paris and a cultural landmark. If handled incorrectly, it could bring great embarrassment upon our organization.
Too late for that.
What was that?
Nothing.
Plus, if they see us coming, they may flee before we can gain entrance.
Do not worry. I have devised a plan for infiltration. It will require some effort at disguise, a subject at which I excel.
Good for you.
Merci. Now, here's the plan.
Will our heroes save Andrea von Kliegel in time? Join us for the next installment of The French Affair as we head to the Moulin Rouge for a little monkey business. Here on Tales of the Extraordinary.